Okay, here's a trade recap for Thursday, May 29th, 2025. Looking at the market before open, there was some pretty decent post-market moves. Came from Nvidia earnings and then some Trump news with tariffs. We formed some supply right or demand right here on the rally up, and then before this pre-market sell-off, formed some structure supply up here. And then I had this previous key level here at the 5960s, was resistance, and if we go back, it was um, respected further back in time as well. And you can see in the pre-market, it's acting as a nice support level and then resistance level. So my plan was very simple. It was I first want to judge which direction the market's going to go based on this level, this 5960, and then from there, if we can hold above it, I'm looking for moves into this supply. And if we can hold below it, I'm looking for moves into this key level and demand. That's pretty much what I said right here. So, going into the open, we get a nice sell off right from that level. Strong selling right here at the open. Just a nice, let's see, 15-ish point move right here. And then at that point, I'm looking for ways to play continuation of this weakness into this 5930, 5925. So I mark out this pre-market support level. When we break it, I get in an entry here on this retest, stop out, get another entry here on this 934 candle. We kind of tease my stop loss a little bit. I give myself a little bit more breathing room as we get really close to it, but don't hit it. But I still want to keep about a 1 point move. So my original stop was here at the 46.25, and I eventually ended up at the 47s. But held through this chop. Eventually got a nice break of low of day. Pushed right into the 5930 level, and then just barely missed demand. Yeah, my first entry was here at 933. Started to sell off, got stopped out, and then got back in at 934. See this aggressive pullback. There's not much. This is the most aggression we see from buyers right here at this little time frame. They start to slow down. I get in here. This is where we test my stop, and I kind of inch it up a little bit. But you can see buying's not super aggressive, and you can actually see buying get absorbed right here by this ask or offer, this passive seller, which is very good. Added to my confidence. And then eventually we broke low of day. This was a potential red flag. Broke that low. This bid broke, but the level held and aggressive buying came and we shot right back up. Thankfully, we rejected, sold off again, and then this is where I get my first scale. This was a little bit early of a scale, but after this bounce off of the low of day, I'm thinking the same thing might happen again, so I just want to get off a little bit of my risk, which I'll show in a second on the actual execution page. And then my next limit was hit down here at 2R, and then I scaled out the rest on the way down into this, into my target area, with my final contract being taken as a runner, trailing stop loss. So here's that first entry. Lost about nearly 4 points on that. Get back in. Here's my exits. There's that early one. Not too mad about it. It was definitely could have gone either way. Could have scaled out and protected myself a little bit, or just let it play out. And if I would have let it play out, it obviously would have hit. Could have made a little bit more money on those two lots, but it's not the end of the world. There was a reason. The main thing is if I'm going to scale early, there has to be a good reason, and there was a decent red flag, and I wanted to reduce some risk. And then that second exit, 1/3 of my position right here at 2R. And then I start just getting out some in my target area, getting some market sells. What's this one? And then yeah, that was my runner. Just kind of kept a trailing stop on that one. But yeah, that ended up, I was risking 4 points on that, and it ended up, I haven't done the math yet, but I think that was about 9 points, 8.5 or 9 points. So got the 2R mark, pretty good. Currently, market retested that previous rejection level, and it is holding. We are finding some support at this 5,930 level. Yeah, but that's it for me for now.